Today we're looking at 10 expert habits to help improve your writing. The first suggestion is to use exploratory writing and talking to discover and clarify ideas. You know all about using free writing, idea mapping, and brainstorming to drum up ideas. You should also think about asking for input from friends, but basically before you start writing, do a lot of thinking and it will really help your work be better. Second, schedule your time. It means you need to start early enough so that you have some time between the time that you write and the time that you revise your paper. Also, when we do peer editing, you have to allow some time between peer editing and revising. Give yourself time to think to make sure that you're saying exactly what you mean to say. Third, discover what methods of drafting work for you. For instance, do you write on computer or do you write by hand? I tend to write by hand and then revise as I'm typing it in. That way I get two actions at once. But you may find it better to write the entire thing and then revise it afterwards. Some people have to take frequent breaks and walk around and otherwise distract themselves for a while others need to be really in total, complete silence to concentrate. You got to find what works for you. Fourth, think about audience and purpose right from the start, even as you're beginning your thesis. What is it that you want the reader to believe by the time they finished reading your paper? They start with one idea. By the time they're done, they should know something new. Fifth, for the first draft, reduce your expectations. Don't try to make the first draft perfect because it's not going to be, and you don't want to do that. Don't put that pressure on yourself. Instead, write what they sometimes refer to as a garbage draft or a zero draft. It's just a way of getting the ideas down on paper. Once they're on paper, you have something to work with. Until they're on paper, they're just loose ideas. Sixth, revise on double or triple spaced hard copy. You're more likely to make global edits when you can see it all on paper and you can compare different sections without scrolling back and forth on your screen. Once you've marked it all up, triple space is good because you have a lot of room to write your comments and rewrite sentences. Once it's completely heavily marked up, go ahead and type up those changes and try it again. 7. As you revise, keep thinking about your reader. In your first drafts, you're talking mostly to yourself. After that, you think more about the reader. You want to make sure you're only telling them what they need to know in order to understand your claims and your evidence. 8th, exchange drafts with others. This is peer review. You do this in class, but even after you leave this class, you're going to want to find readers who understand your topic as well as you do. Sometimes there are even online groups about certain topics, and you can run it by them. All writers benefit from input from readers and from providing input to other writers. 9th, save correctness for last. Concentrate on the bigger issues first. Does this respond to the assignment? Are my ideas clear? Is this organized and easily understood? Mechanics, grammar, spelling, those can all wait until a last pass through. MS Word, by the way, has a really great job of checking all of these, so that's another reason to learn Word now. 10. Learn how to satisfice. This is a term created by Herbert Simon between suffice and satisfy. And the idea is just remember you're going to do your best that you can do in the time that you have and balancing all your other responsibilities. It's never going to be perfect. You want to stop when it's good enough. So I hope this advice helps you, and it is what experts tend to do to make their writing better.